I think I've got action now. Hey guys, Linda Morrison here. Topic of today's live, I actually said, are you expecting a 10 out of 10 result when you put in a 2 out of 10 effort? Hey, I think someone's on my stream. Can you press the likes and the loves and share the stream so I know that you're actually on here? Hey, Cherie, nice to see you here. Give me the loves and the likes so I know you can hear. Thanks, lovey. Good morning. Good morning. Oh my God, I have the best members. I'll try to keep this phone nice. Yes, I have the best members. Yay. I'll try to keep this phone nice and still. Please share the stream so we can build this audience. The topic of this morning actually was, are you expecting a 10 out of 10 result when you're actually putting in a 2 out of 10 effort? So who have I got on here on my stream? And please let me know. Type in whether you can hear it properly, whether it's actually streaming correctly, all that sort of stuff. And please share the stream and ask questions as we go so we can really build something here. So as you guys know, I'm incredibly passionate about your health, fitness and well-being. Our transformations are second to none for women who are 40 and 50. We get such great results in your inner and outer health, and the reason is this is not a one-hit wonder. So it's not just one thing that we are looking at for your transformation. For example, not just hormones, not just, I think I'm putting in maybe a 4 at the moment. Thanks, Cherie. Yes, yeah. Which is exciting because you've not reached your full potential, yeah? So don't berate yourself. So bad. Don't berate yourself because you're not achieving what you want. If you're putting in a 4 effort, you'll be getting a 4 result. But that's exciting because it means there's room to really improve. Sorry, I'm just shivering a little bit because it's still a bit cold here, though the sun out today, which is good. So we hit your transformations from all angles, okay? So from all angles, from exercise, sleep, your inner health, how you're thinking. I had a stressful episode this morning, not my stress, but someone came to me to help them, and they ended up attacking me and questioning me and what we do, and there were some insults which I found quite funny because clearly inaccurate if you guys know me. Please share the stream, send the loves and the likes so I know that you can actually hear me. So this time of year is incredibly stressful. If you are, as Cherie says, putting in a 4 out of 10 effort in your transformation, in trying to get some results in your body, in your health, etc., then really expect a 4 out of 10 outcome. You know, it's when people come to me that's quite out of balance. They know lots of stuff to do. Yeah, Cherie. People are on high alert. I think my last live video was talking about the stress of this time of year. They really do want to make some change. They come to me to make some change. When I sort of let them know how we do it, what we do, and what's involved, sometimes it's overwhelming, I find, for those people, especially when they're quite intelligent. They know what to do to help themselves. They know they need to give up the wine and the chocolate, and they know they need to eat more broccoli and all that sort of stuff. And I'm not sort of saying give it up forever, but we really do want you to raise your standards on all areas, and it can be quite confronting. Transformation is quite confronting. Behavior change is quite confronting, especially when you know what, for the most part, a lot of what you need to do, but you're not applying any of it. So, or not applying much of it at all. And we hit the transformations from all areas as well, as you guys know. So we go, it's your inner health. Hey, Damien. I love it when boys join my stream. All right, I'll come to Mexico. Great invitation there, right out of the blocks before 9 a.m. I love it. So, please share this stream. What I'm talking about today, if you're putting in a 2 out of 10 effort, you're going to get a 2 out of 10 result. Doesn't matter what you know you should do. If you're not applying, not having application in the change-making stuff, then you're not going to get the result that you're actually wanting. Doesn't matter how good your coach is. Doesn't matter how good you are at doing just one area, for example, sleep or, eating your vegetables. You've got to pull in all the areas, the good quality, appropriate exercise to the goal you're trying to achieve. And this is where many people get it wrong as well. They go off to the gym, they go, I'm trying to lose weight, and they go off to the gym. They're not really sure what they're doing. They're not really sure why they're there. They're making an effort, which is great. Okay, don't get me wrong, it is great. Please share this stream too, so others get opportunity to meet with me and to see about our holistic transformations. Only lead with health. It's the only way forward and only way to sustain fabulous change. So they go to the gym, they go, I'm trying to lose weight. So they do what they did 20 years ago. That might have got them a result 20 years ago, but obviously the result hasn't worked because, they're back there trying to do the same thing that didn't work before anyway to sustain it. So it's really important to engage a formula and apply that formula day after day after day after day after day. We get better at nailing that formula. And in our programs, the Ageless Body Formula, we hit it from all angles. I'm just reading Cherie's thing. There's a prank call to the gym, the lady saying that she hadn't lost any weight. The gym guy told her that she hadn't actually come to the gym. She was saying that wasn't in the fine print. I love it, Cherie. Yeah, exactly. So people do and say, hey, Debbie, nice to see you on here. Please invite your friends or share the stream to others so they get benefit of, hopefully some uplifting information this morning. But yeah, people join the gym and immediately feel better, but they don't actually necessarily go. What's really, really important is consistency of effort, but where are you heading? Yeah, where are you heading? What's your goal? What's the outcome that you're wanting to actually get? Making sure that you don't have too many goals at once as well is really important. So you want to really refine and clarify exactly what you're wanting to achieve. And, a great coach will enlist you in getting that vision right, letting you know what are the timelines that are appropriate for getting that result. And then from there, set about getting a sustainable plan that actually takes into all considerations or all areas to get that result. So, if you want to lose weight, it's not about just counting calories. There's a whole other area. There's whole other areas, how you think, how you set yourself up, who you surround yourself with, how you positively think. And I know that word is bounced around, positive thinking's bounced around all the time, but really is that chosen mindset, and having mastery over that. And we go over that a lot, especially with women of 40 and 50 who are usually overwhelmed, tired, got lots of full-time jobs on, and they've found themselves in a body that they're less happy with than and then we set about, getting them what they say that they want. Sorry, my power's just going down there. So we set about getting them what they say that they want. Cherie says gym or boot camps. I say Do exercise that you find enjoyable, that you'll have as sustainable. My women of 40 and 50, any age really, but my women of 40 and 50, I want you to do true and fabulous strength training. Okay, resistance training, weight training, strength training, it's the same thing. It's just got a different name. Doesn't matter what you call it, as long as you do it and as long as you do it well. Okay, so my hope for you, and it helps to increase your lean muscle mass, balance out your hormones. It's something that you can actually do in a time schedule, so you can do morning and night, 10 or 20 minutes, you know, so you don't actually have to hit it all in one big block, and you can still get incredible strength gains and benefits from strength training. So that's really, really important. Obviously, well, not obviously, but you guys, or a lot of you, please share this stream as well so other people get benefit of this. A lot of you actually know that I purport to whole foods, like eating foods from nature, eating good quality sources of protein, salads, vegetables, good quality oils. We don't starve our clients. We actually feed them on our programs, and certainly feed them when we take them to retreat. But we are outcome motivated, so we want a result for you that you are chasing. Okay, and then the timelines will be the timelines. So depending on what you're wanting to achieve, it might take some time. And then if you need to stay open and coachable as well, and you need to know also that you'll never arrive. Once you've hit your markers and hit your goal, you'll need to redevelop a new goal to take you higher. But what I do know is that self-investment, once you are invested, so once you are invested in your self-development to take yourself to that transformation, you heighten your awareness and you heighten your vibration, that you want to go and actually match that. So you want to feel incredible. So you're raising your standards around everything. So a lot of my clients come to me and they say, you guys, everyone tells me I don't really need to lose so much weight, Linda. But I'm not happy with my body. It feels squishy, or it feels this, or I'm tired and I'm run down and I don't react to things the way I used to. And it is certainly not about other people's standards. It's always about your standards. So if you're not firing on all cylinders, if you're not your 10 out of 10, then we go chase down your 10 out of 10. It's all about you. Okay, how different's that? All about you. So you're not, one in a group of people. We're actually going after what you tell me that you are wanting in this body of health, yeah? And always leading with health, because you can't cheat it. I've got a crazy birthday coming up in March, crazy number. I don't even want to tell you what my birthday is. But it's going to happen, isn't it? So it's going to happen to me with my standard of health, fitness, and well-being and body. Yeah. So, and I'm going to do the work at the level that I'm wanting to perform. So I make sure my sleep's in check, my stress is in check. These people that are responding to this time of year, and maybe when I'm talking to them, they're actually realizing another year's gone by and they haven't made any change. They're older, their health is worse, they are stressed. And sometimes when I say to them, it's not, they say, oh, my hormones are out of balance, as if there is just one thing that's wrong with the whole picture. And if they change that, no doubt, if they're not healthy, their hormones are not in balance. But if they look to change just that, fix up their hormones, get someone to help them fix up their hormones, then everything else is going to fall into place and change. It's not true. You need to do the exercise work on a rested body. You need to have consistent rest. You need to acknowledge that years of chronic stress take time to turn around. You need to get your sleep right. You need to ensure that those around you, whom you are giving attention to and spending time with, are super, super uplifting, gorgeous, fabulous people that actually want you to thrive. Yeah? As you want to thrive, not as they've put you in place to be. And this is a big one for mothers and women over 30, 40, 50. Big one. That's a big one. Not to say our friends and family are not loving, but they've got an agenda of us. But is it actually matching our agenda of where we want to go now? And where do you want to go? Big question is, and this is why transformation is not easy. Behavior change is not easy. And I acknowledge this. And this is why the smart people come into the ageless body formulas, doctors, lawyers, psychologists, mothers, artists, stay-at-home mums, all of those smart people come to us because they understand it's not a one cog change, not a one cog change. You've got to get that exercise appropriate to the direction that you're actually wanting to go. Hey, my love, please share my stream, guys. Please share my stream so that people whom would like to have great language in and around their fitness come on board and listen in and ask questions if they so desire. Cherie says, I'm hearing everything you're saying, but my mind seems to be fighting with me all of the time. Fabulous, Cherie. I'll drop you. Look, mastery. My battery's getting down. Sorry, guys. Mastery over your transformation is not easy. And I think that if you have practiced that a mood or a state comes in and you're practiced at that, even if it's a negative one, that one will keep coming up. Anthony Robbins talks about the reptilian brain, or the brain that actually just keeps us alive. Our brain stops us from walking out onto the road and helps us to reproduce. And, anything over and above that, like creating mastery and choosing your mood, is not to be relied upon by the brain. That actually takes practice and work and working that muscle, So if I use the example of my daughter actually going on overseas exchange all year, when she first left, I immediately would go, oh, it's so sad, I'm going to miss her so much, I'm so missing her, and I'd get all teary and upset and all the rest of it. So I had to and I thought, I can't spend 12 months pining and crying over my daughter not being here when she's stepping into all that she can be, because I've helped to grow her into a confident, amazing child that wants to go and do that sort of thing. I need to choose my state that best serves me and my health. So I needed to learn to go, right, you asked for, so reframe, you asked for a strong, independent daughter that would step into all that she wanted in life, and that's what you got. So how good are you? Yeah, you had something to do with that. So I had to reframe, and retrain and gain mastery over that next part of the journey for us all. Does that make sense? I've got Kaz, Peter, Cherie, Vicky. Welcome. We've got our 6-week challenge starting on Monday, starting on Jan 1st. We've got incredible transformation retreats coming up, Bali and Byron Bay. I've even got a whole day in Melbourne with me in the first quarter of next year. It will be Feb or March on a Saturday. So if you want to get involved in that as well, please drop me a message. And please, after this morning's interesting episode of me trying to help someone and them attacking me, Please don't stress this time of year. It is a very, very challenging time of year. Many people are not where they want to be. Many people have wanted to make changes in January and they haven't. People are rushing here, there and everywhere. There's more alcohol, more sugar, more junk food, more people having to have perhaps family events that are stressful and not as fun as the media or, Country Road Country Road commercial will have you believe that Christmas is all about. So there is a lot of stress at this time of year. I see it year after year after year. People can't make a move. They've got financial stress. It goes on and on and on. It's like it's a surprise. Christmas is coming again. So please be kind. Please don't forget your manners. And I'm not saying you, but perhaps others that, hopefully need to hear this. And please set about stepping into all that you know you can be. Don't expect a 10 out of 10 result from a 2 out of 10 effort. Yeah? I'm not sure how to train my brain and where to start. Start with my videos, Cherie. Start with my videos. So I'm actually, stay with me. I'm going to get my recharger because it's just going to stop. So stay with me. Hopefully my house is not too messy. Cherie, not that long ago, I had to reframe everything. Please share the stream, everyone. You see all my mess with my daughter coming home soon. There we go. Let's go back out in the sun. So, like a muscle, it's not going to get conditioned straight away. The mastery over thoughts and self. It's not. And you're going to make mistakes and you're not going to get it right. You're going to be frustrated with yourself and all those things. So, love, guys. Please share the stream. I love it, right? Plugging in my gym. All right. Oh, I think the light's even prettier here too. Awesome. Kaz goes, I get you, Cherie. So what happens? Oh my God. The photographer knows about this light for Monday. That's much better. Hey? So stay on your page moving forward, number one. Learn that so many stupid thoughts come up as well as good ones. Choose the ones that take you to where you want to go as opposed to away from where you want to go. And you can create whatever you want to create if you're willing to do the work that matches what you want. Yeah? Does that make sense? Cherie's feeling frustrated. Don't choose frustration. Frustration is stuck. But the frustration, the anger of the frustration might be enough oomph to get you going forward. Okay? Negative self-talk's always going to be there because you're always going to be growing, hopefully. Otherwise, you stay stuck, which is for many people that I work with, staying stuck. So the staying stuck is actually overwhelm, anxiety, depression, because they're not moving towards where they're wanting to go. If you're moving towards where you're wanting to go and you acknowledge that, you've got enough stimulation, enough relaxation, enough of everything, and you're honest with all of that, then it doesn't matter the pace of how fast you're moving towards where you're wanting to go. You can just as easily practice choosing good thoughts as you've just practiced choosing negative thoughts. Okay? So the negative will come up because, as I said before, the reptilian brain really just keeps us alive. So we don't walk in front of a bus. So we don't, so we reproduce. you know, but don't rely on your brain to take you to a higher level of life. You need to develop self-mastery as best you can. You do that in the silent moments, and you do that by all these things come through social media, choose the dream, stay in your dreams, whatever. It's like, that's fine if you've actually got a strategy or a formula, like, our formula to move you forward to the dream. And then you've got to have a level of belief that you can achieve that dream. Because you'll only ever meet the level of belief that you have. Okay? You'll only ever meet the level of belief that you have. So, well done with the effort, Cherie. Keep it going. The gold, the next stage for you is this self-mastery. And we're always moving towards that, because we always want to grow to something new and great. So the title of, and please share the stream to your own page, but the title of today has been, are you expecting a 10 out of 10 result with a 2 out of 10 effort? And don't just look at one area. So I saw some stuff come up about natural hormones that you can take. And I felt a little bit responsible, a little bit sad that some women are just going to go and take these hormones and expect it's going to change everything, that they'll get their fat loss, that they'll feel more positive immediately, that they'll, suddenly burst into loads of energy that will allow them to start exercising. But what exercise are they going to do? But it takes so much more. It takes honesty around where you're at, honesty about where you're wanting to head and asking for that, having a clear picture of what that is, and then putting into place the appropriate amounts of exercise for your age, for your level of condition that you're at the moment. Not like Sally, who's been working out for 20 years, or, someone else. Then the reframe, and then making sure that you've got people around you whom are on board with you thriving, and sometimes they're not. And honestly, in my transformations, that's very confronting for people, very confronting to think that you're perhaps with, a partner that doesn't feel comfortable with you going out and looking amazing, feeling amazing, stepping into a new job, getting a job, doing some study, so it does take a bit of work and a step-by-step process. Good morning, Robin Cooksey. I love you. Nice to see you on here. I've got all the good girls on here today. Please share the stream, guys. I've been going a little while. I've basically been talking about, are you expecting a 10 out of 10 result when you're only putting in a 2 out of 10 effort or a 4 out of 10 effort for you? So we really do come back to basics with all of this, right? So maybe if I look at, my house is upside down with my daughter coming home, Christmas happening and moving furniture, whatnot. So I can't walk back in there and expect it to look 10 out of 10. No, because it's had upside down effort of about 4 out of 10, right? So get realistic about it all. And also, if you are expecting at this time of year to feel 10 out of 10 and get 10 out of 10 results, you might get a bit disappointed this time of year because it's cray-cray. The roads are crazy. Everyone's shopping, drinking more, staying out late more, eating more chocolate ripple cake. What even is chocolate ripple cake? Like cream and biscuits? Awesome. Do you really expect to get a great thought after eating a bit of chocolate ripple cake? So you got to do the work. And here's the other thing is that, and you might be feeling this, Cherie. You might be feeling this. I don't know. But when you raise your standards on stuff, sometimes it's really hard to have an area that you haven't, improved, not step up to the other areas. So again, that transformation is really, really difficult. And this is why our coaching is step by step, You're held really strong in a pragmatic, practical way that has you feel empowered. Thanks for the love, guys. Has you feel empowered, not belittled. You know, you guys know I've got an incredibly strong fitness background, and I did phys ed. I'm 5'4.5", and I did phys ed, my phys ed degree, with guys who were 6'2". So I never won anything except the splits, right? Because I was always the most flexible. Never won anything. You know, all the testing we did throughout those studies and stuff like that. So I didn't lower my expectations of myself. I was still high in my expectations, but you can't compare your track to anyone else, and how you track to anyone else, right? And it's always never in a straight line. It's always a couple of steps forward, one to the side, maybe one step forward, one to the side, and you kind of go like that until the consistency of the whole thing pulls you where you say you want to go. Yeah. And if you do nothing and stay stuck, you know, which is where when people come to me, that's where they're at. Usually they're stuck, and we push them forward. We coax them forward to where they say they want to go, and they get, you know, incredible results actually that are beyond my belief sometimes, but my level of belief is very, very high for what I know that they can achieve, and often they're very, very surprised as well at what they actually achieve. And look, my pride and why I do my work is very much that, is very, very much that. And you know, there'll always be a devil, your devil, that wants to pull you back, but you know, whisper in their ear and go, I'm going this way. I'm going this way because it's what I want, and be really committed to that. So 2 out of 10 effort, commitment gets a 2 out of 10 result. 10 out of 10 starts to get a 10 out of 10 result. But here's the thing. Once you've arrived, you want something else anyway. So you're never done. You're never done. And it's always going to feel a bit, ooh, when you're growing, it's always going to feel a bit as if you don't know really what you're doing fully. And that's why I really believe that a great coach can get you there quicker, faster, more clear. Yeah. I'm going left, right, and backwards. I don't think you're going backwards, Cherie. I think your standards have risen, and you probably think it's always forward, which is my frustration with myself at times. So those who don't know, last week when it was like 40 degrees in Melbourne, I had a late night and did a really, really hard workout, probably the hardest workout I've done like in 10 years. And I did it really well, and I could do it. As my trainer will tell you. Yes, I've got a trainer too, because I've got high standards around my body. And I couldn't move. Oh, what I also did is I ate some meat, right? You'll love this, vegetarians. I ate some meat, and it was too hot, and it burnt the roof of my mouth. And I have never been in so much pain, but I didn't know where the pain was coming from. So my nervous system was like overstimulated. All this pain in my mouth, which was like all the I've got anaphylaxis, so all this was up, like I'm trying to fight it. I couldn't move. I was in bed. I felt awful, and I was just like, whoa, I've actually done this to myself from trying to move forward to my goals. So I overdid it, right? I overdid it. Too much effort, Kaz. Too much effort. Kill myself, right? So, and I wasn't injured. My nervous system was like going, what the hell is going on? And it was another learning, because I then couldn't think that great because of the pain in my body. So all the DOMs came on, like the delayed onset of muscular soreness came on. I couldn't move. I was in bed. And, so I still did my work, and I did the basics, etc. But the quality of thoughts that I was coming up with to help lead and be strong for you guys was really not that great. You know, I must say, I was feeling self-conscious because I was really recognizing it. So I thought, there you go. There is another message to coaches, another message to those leading others, is that you need to be 110% in your body of health to be able to lead at a high quality forward, people, coaching, etc. And my body, when my body thrives, my business thrives. And when body thrives, it shows you guys where you can go. But it was a really strong message again, you know, that you can't lead anything broken, you know. And again, I had to sit with it, be patient, not an easy thing for me, and get really clear on you got to be responsible for what you've got here. Got to be responsible. You know, you're so powerful. You knock yourself out. You can't connect to yourself, and you can't connect to others how you want to at your high standards. So when you are tired, overwhelmed, you know, and you say, and people say to me, I don't have time to exercise. It's, to me, it's, in a way, it's kind of selfish, because you want to show up for your family and your life as the sharpest, best version of yourself. And if you are tired and drinking too much wine and having, you know, sugar is a addiction, and, you know, all the other different addictions, etc., prescriptive drugs, whatever, then it's a kind of closed, selfish place to be in, because your loved ones are not getting the best of you. They're not getting the best of your gifts. And you're not having the experience of yourself that I believe you're put here for, and that is to enjoy yourself and get out there and be all you can be. Does this make sense? Am I making sense? Yeah? You know, I love you guys a lot. You know, I lead strong. You know, I take my body transformations, my business, my ability to be able to help you get to all you can be really seriously. But I lead out with love and care and service. And if you are stuck, pop me a message. We have a conversation. You actually let me know exactly what you're wanting, and then we go to get it. Is it scary? Sometimes. Sometimes. Is it hard work? Not the way I frame it. Do you have to do work? Yeah, you can't sit on the couch. Of course you do. Is it worthwhile? 10 out of 10, yes, and more. Because you don't know your potential until you start stepping into it. You're gorgeous. You're all gorgeous. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Kaz, Cherie, whoever else is on here. Please share this stream. I've probably talked more than I set out to. I feel a hell of a lot better talking to you guys. Please don't stress. Don't sit tight over this time. You know, there's a lot of drama out there. It's not your drama. It's not your chaos. It's not your chaos party, okay? If you're struggling, please reach out. Let me know what you want, and we go and do it. Fully women's transformations, transformational retreats, online programs for women over 40 and 50. We have a great time. We lead with humour, love, health, pragmatic formulas that work. And yeah, behaviour specialists here, behaviour change specialists. Any questions before I shoot off? My daughter is home tomorrow. Yes, Cherie. Yeah, she's home tomorrow. Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait. Just lovely. All is right in the world again. Lots of love. Bye.